Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Finally, everything's loaded up. So hey pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. For anybody who happens to be watching, I'm just going to be doing a simple flight down the coast in towards San Francisco. Having a look at the new photo scenery I've been generating for this side of the States using the Ortho 4XP. And just generally trying to learn this new plane. I have about 40 minutes behind the wheel. Well, this plane I bought last week, it's my first payware plane, so I'm going to try and get this started and see how I go. I guess first of all I should fade out this background music we got going here. There we go. Okay. Have a look, see how we're doing. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. Got a fuel throttle. Do I have my camera set up? Okay, yeah. I got some of my X cameras set up here. I didn't realize what I'd done on my last flight. Okay, turn the battery and the alternator on. I know I should use the checklists, but well, I'll learn that later. I'm too excited to get up and fly this today. I'm gonna give the key a throw. Yeah. Okay, we're up and running. What else do I need to do? Well, I was going to fly VFR, to be honest, so... Okay, I didn't turn my beacon and strobe on right there on. Yeah, I'll put the... Why are they not staying on? Actually, I'm going to put that on. Okay, I think we're alright. Maybe I should do an outside check just before I fly. So, in this last week, I bought this plane as part of the Alabeo sale. I've never bought payware planes before. It actually, yeah, it's been a challenge to fly. It certainly has different flight characteristics from other planes I've had. I don't know whether it's realistic or not. I'm enjoying it, that's for sure. I did a flight yesterday. I'd been at the Grand Canyon testing out my photo scenery stuff, and I decided to switch into this plane, and I flew from the Grand Canyon across to Vegas. And that was a pretty spectacular flight. I did produce a little video on my YouTube channel of that, a montage of the best bits, I guess, of the scenery. I struggled with the landing because not only have I bought my first payware plane, I've got my first set of rudder pedals. I bought CH Products rudder pedals last week, and I've always used a twist on my joystick, so to say I'm having to learn to fly all over again is an understatement. I'm finding it very difficult, but yeah, trying to get the hang of it. So I'm just going to take off now. Again, toe brakes, that's a very, very strange experience for me. Oop, no, again. I pushed the pedals in the wrong direction. It's not intuitive to me yet. No, Oh, it wants to go up in the air. Oh, we're going to go up. Ugh, that was terrible. I really don't have any feel for using pedals right now. It's a very, very strange experience to me. So anyway, here we are. We're heading south, so that's kind of perfect. We need to get a bit of height. I also bought the Alabeo DA40 and the DA42 in the sale, because both of them looked interesting to me. I think the DA42, certainly with the complex GPS and glass panels, I'll come back to that one. I think I had a look at it. I found it a bit overwhelming. As much as I'd like to get into that sort of world of things, you know, the idea of flying 737s and other things inspires me, but I think it's a little bit much all in one go. Here we are, we're heading up out. I think that was Little River where we've just flown out of, and we're going to be heading south along the coastline in to San Francisco. Landing lights off. Ooh, and there's another one of my things I'm finding. This plane is prone to drift a lot more than I'm used to. Certainly coming historically from the Microsoft Flight Simulator world. I find this a lot more challenging to fly an X-plane in general, but certainly this payware plane feels a bit skittish to me. Although maybe that's just not being used to the pedals as well. Plus I've installed the NOAA weather injector, so I don't really know what that does yet, but that certainly changed things up. And a few weeks ago, of course, went to the new version of X-Plane, which I understand has changed some ways that weather and turbulence and so on work, and I find all my planes jump around an awful lot at the moment. I've heard some people online saying that that's something to do with they've maybe over-adjusted in this version of X-Plane, and there's a fix coming, because I sure hope so. Yesterday's landing at in a clear skies at Vegas McCarran International, well, I was barely able to put that plane on the ground. It was leaping all over the place. Now I know I'm no good at flying, but I have a funny feeling that a lot of that was to do with X-Plane as well. I think I have an autopilot around here. No, maybe I don't. This one. Ah, no. That's my other plane. Let's have a look at the radios. What have we got over here? Okay, so I've set up X camera with some zooms here, so I can keep an eye on. I got to keep remembering that old adage: step on the ball if you want to adjust with the rudders. I'm not used to that. I twist still on the joystick, and of course my joystick's not connected to anything. Okay, well, that's a fairly usual radio stack I've seen before. Ooh, I'm not keeping it in level flight here. I should look back outside, and I'm dropping in height. Let's try and keep it. It's very difficult to keep level when you're not looking at it. Okay. Okay, and here we are. There's the coastline. The big expanse of the Pacific Ocean. And then inland, that's doesn't want me to look. Sorry, I'm jumping around all over the place. There we go. Hope I'm not making anyone sick. There's a lot of trees in this area. I guess that's one of the things I never really realised is but actually California looks very green and lush. I guess in my mind quite often I just assume that it looks like scorched earth. just realised, of course, I'm not in a C172, I'm in a C172 Cutlass, and guess what I forgot to do? Put my gear up. What an idiot. Oh, look, that's adjusting my flight. I'm going to readjust now. Yeah, suddenly my speed is rocketing up. A huge amount of drag there. Luckily I wasn't over speed on being able to put, it says there gear operation 140. Wow, we were way below that. I was safe. Look at this. Oh, this looks beautiful. That road winding up through there, but that's a fun drive. I think I should get a bit of height. I feel a little low here. Yeah. What are we at? 2,000. Let's go. Maybe do 3 or 4. Don't know if I've got any flybys programmed on this. Oh, I do. Let's do one. Look at that. Ooh, stereo sound. Not used to that. Not sure it works that well, but what's this orbit do? Oh, I won't do too many of these, everybody will be getting sick. Oh, and I've just realised if you do comment to me on my Twitch feed or my YouTube feed, I don't seem to be able to see them today. So, you can leave me messages and I can get back to you and answer afterwards. It's a bit washed out, the photo scenery in this section. Maybe it was a really bright day they took it. And you'll notice I have buildings turned off right now. I'm probably going to be putting them back on again soon. Yeah, so that bar at the bottom you keep seeing, that's X camera. Great plugin. I'm going to try and film a little tutorial on how to do that soon. I love to create the tutorials for YouTube. My YouTube channel is search for Lamina Flow Gaming. I think you should be able to find me there. I have a few X-Plane videos. And I'm only a beginner, so I'm only learning X-Plane. But I figure I'd share it. Oh look, you can see a photo scenery line there. Curious. Different time of year. I have no idea how far we have to go. Maybe I'll look at the internal map in a minute and find out. That little valley there, let's fly along that, that looks interesting. It's kind of a crease there. Is that the San Andreas fault line then? Is that what defines this bit here? Because it's interesting, it's two defined ground types there. Whoever thought you'd think about geology while you're flying? That's amazing. Yeah, I bet I'm going to look this up afterwards. Oops, overcompensating with my rudder there. Just a little bit needed, I think. As I slowly curve around. Yeah, it's going to take a bit to get used to that. I actually find it makes my legs hurt. Are we there yet? There is actually something to be said for the more complex aircraft where you're having to do a variety of other activities. My next step up after these smaller aircraft, I'm going to buy the Saab 340A, I think it is. The turboprop. It looks like there's a fair bit of challenge in that, which would be interesting. And then one day when I've saved up my pennies, I'll get the IXEG for the 737. I've currently got the X737 version 5, but I haven't got very far with that yet. And for a freeware plane, that's absolutely brilliant, but a bit of a learning curve. I mean, of course, I used to fly simplistic 737s over on FSX when I was back in the Microsoft world, and I used to think it was all very realistic, but I didn't have the PMDG one or anything like that, but I found it, I used to think I was great, but it turned out it was very, very simplistic, and I wasn't doing anything very realistic at all. The FMC was nothing like a real FMC. The flight characteristics were terrible. But it kind of kept me, I can't remember who it was made, was that TDS? Then it was merged with a different cabin, different cockpit that somebody had bolted together, the 3D cockpit with the TDS model, and it was alright. But I would certainly say it wasn't a very realistic experience. So, just trying to keep it level as we head down the coast. Now in theory I've got real world on. Does that mean it really is this clear? Heading down to San Francisco right now. There's not a single cloud in the sky. I get the feeling I don't have weather on. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out if I can actually see my Twitch stream. It's a bit tragic when you end up watching your own stream because you... See? I wasn't watching the screen now, I was watching a different screen. You get punished for that. I think in FSX I just used to be able to point it and leave it, and it would pretty much go in the same direction. Try that here and you'll end up in the ground. So let's just flick away for a minute. I've no... Oh, I better switch back and check. Looks like it's just me and my lonesome in the feed today. Oh well. And it says I'm streaming future pinball. That totally isn't true. If I crash, I'm sorry. Let's just go back. Oh no, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Now you see the ground? It's definitely changing. It's less green up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's level up. Oh no, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Now you see the ground? It's definitely changing. It's less green up here. Okay, that's weird because I've got my own stream on, so you just heard me echo back to myself. Bizarre. Gotta hope I'm not heading towards the ground. Not too bad. I don't know how those guys that do all that Twitch stuff do all this. Seems like a lot of stuff going on. Sorry, we're unable to connect to chat. Yeah, great. Gotta hope I'm not heading towards the ground. Not too bad. I don't know how those guys that do that Twitch stuff. Oh yeah, look, it's me echoing again. Right, let's turn my voice off there. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I can't see what I'm doing. Jeez. I know what I was just doing. I could see my Twitch feed there while I was trying to figure out how to read what was going on there. Yeah, this must be the fault line I'm following down here. So I could see the plane doing one thing, so I was pulling the control stick, but there's a delay of about 10 seconds to what goes out on Twitch to what I was seeing. So I was actually trying to fly a plane 10 seconds in the past. Guess what? It doesn't work very well. This is a long old flight. I should have done some research into this area. We could have gone sightseeing. What I like to do now. Now I've got photo scenery. Okay, let's go and look at my local map. Where are we? Even are we? Oh my god, we got ages to go. Not even halfway there. Ooh. Tuna works at Hogs Island Oyster Farm. That sounds fun. Whoa, again, looking away. Got to stop doing that. Probably stressing the aircraft out, something terrible. How much height have I lost? Oh, not much. I'm quite a way up there. Well, I haven't checked my fuel. I didn't even check my fuel before I took off. I just assumed there would be loads of fuel in there. Oh crap. I guess this is one of those inaccurate things. I could probably refuel in flight. Ooh, look at these features of the Alabeo plane. But I use X camera, so throttles. Okay. Fuel select, wing cam. Why none of these selecting? Is it because I've got X camera on? Maybe. What does that do? Transparent windshield. I'm pretty sure it's transparent already. Oh, I see. Colouring effect. Static elements. Instrument reflections. Well, they're there. Not very much. Options. Oh, that is the options. Okay, this is fun. To be honest, I actually hope there'd be more to look at. There's me living in the Pacific Northwest where it's tree, mountain. Not exactly a lot better. But I don't have any of the texture effects or anything like that the Real Terra Haze or that Ventura Sky. I don't have Sky Max Pro or anything like that. But it's got a haze across there. That's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. Although I've never been a pilot and I've never flown light aircraft a few thousand foot above the California coast, so what the hell do I know? But yeah, yesterday's video I made flying well out of the airport and the Grand Canyon and then kind of cutting across Arizona, as I discovered later when I was making the video. It was Arizona, not Nevada, heading towards Vegas. It was just, I thought it would just be the most barren scenery, but I found it strangely interesting to fly across. I think I'll be doing more of that across Nevada and Arizona. It was arid, white, sun-scorched desert with mountains, but I can see the appeal of flying across there. It was otherworldly. It was almost like, you know, not Mars maybe, because Mars would be more red, but it was more like flying across an alien terrain. Just stunning. And then finally realizing I was above the Hoover Dam before I made my way down into Las Vegas, into McCarran International, which unfortunately I hadn't installed any scenery for, so it was just some runways. And of course I hadn't got buildings turned on, so the whole of Vegas was flat. But I think the view of the mountains in the distance and the view on the journey had made up for that. And I survived the landing, and any landing you survive is a good one. So let's hope I don't crash for a minute while I switch away again. I wonder if anybody's watching. Probably not. Wow, I still can't believe there's no clouds in the sky. I'm going to check the weather for the area after this. Maybe I could check it now. Oh, it's got download real weather. Yes. I'm guessing. Do we reckon that's true? Let's have an outside look. I'm not seeing any clouds. Are you? Not one. Wow. That's a big fib, isn't it? Big country, this. Nearly as big as the one I live in. If you look at that map and see how far we've come along, I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness. It's a long way. But I can kind of see this headland in the distance. Okay, I guess I could use these to navigate with, but I'm not going to. I'm flying VFR today. I've been steadily climbing here. Where are we at? 6,000? I guess I could trim the plane a bit, actually. Whoa, not that way. Again. Changed all my buttons around here. I think I'm going to get myself a CH Products yoke soon, when finances allow. I'll have to just keep making videos for YouTube. You know, I think for 1,000 views I get about 30 cents, so I'll just have to be like one of the most viewed channels on YouTube, and I'll finally earn enough from that, add money to get myself a yoke. Not going to happen, is it? No. I'll have to convince my wife that I desperately need it. I still use a Microsoft Sidewinder joystick that I bought in 2002 when I first got into Microsoft Flight Sim with FS 2002, which I loved. Then I got FS 2004, but we also had our first daughter, and suddenly I didn't have the time to fly, but I still loved it. And then about a year or two ago I got a second-hand copy of FSX, and then suddenly FSX Steam Edition appeared, and I installed that and still didn't get a lot of time to play it. And I realised it looked dated as anything and was pretty backwards in time, and everybody was doing this P3D thing I'd never heard of, which really is just, you know, it's FSX on steroids really. But then, oh, you have to get Orbex, you have to get all the other plugins, and there's the weather thing, and it just seemed to like hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to get going. And I was about to give up. And then I saw some suggestions to go back and try X-Plane again, which I hadn't done for years and years. It wasn't really very good, I think, in 2001, 2002. For what I wanted, anyway. So I installed the demo, and I actually didn't like it very much last year. I think it was because it was on a Steam sale, and it was half price. And I actually decided not to do it, and then over Christmas and early this year I saw again some people talking about X-Plane, and so I bought it when it came up on the Steam sale. Was it the summer sale? And finally, glad I did. Although next time I won't be buying it under Steam, I'll just go to Lamina Research and buy it from them direct when X-Plane 11 comes out. I actually think it is worth the money. I do still seriously lament no AI. Wow, when you turn their AI on, oh my god, it sucks. Like maximum of like 10 aircraft, and yeah, Boeing 747s trying to take off at the tiny little field you're at. It's just dumb. I really miss FSX with a large number of AI aircraft following their own routes, just looking very realistic. It brings my virtual world to life. I know there's VATSIM and IVAO and Pilot Edge, but I'm not brave enough to go online and do all that. I will do one day, but even then it would be nice to be in an environment where you see all the airlines doing their routes, where you can fly a route and feel like you're fitting in with everybody else. That and the ATC, the AI flights, and the weather are my three big issues. I wish there were more weather plugins that kind of gave it more the Active Sky kind of feel that I don't think the other stuff really does. It seems okay, but things jump back and forth, and the sky never really looks as picturesque as even I could get it to do in a FSX SE. But more realistic flight models, photo scenery is at the moment I'm addicted to it. Although I've converted the areas I'm interested in for now. Down the west coast, from Canada down into the States, and the UK and Europe. I'm pretty much done for now. I can't think. Maybe I'll do the east coast of the States at some stage. But I haven't really ever flown that. Right, so there's that spit, but that still makes us only like just over halfway. God, I don't know. I wish I knew if there was a way to speed up X-Plane like they used to in Microsoft Flight Simulators. And those you just used to click on a button and do like 16 times. And zoom. You'd zoom along. Totally unrealistic, but used to allow me to enjoy the takeoff and the landings and get through the main flight pretty quick. I'm going to cut out a bit of this headland. I'm going to fly across the... I'm going to fly across... Well, it's starting to look a bit more desert-like, isn't it? We're definitely leaving the green scenery behind. Isn't that interesting? You don't feel like you've flown that far south, but the landscape's changing. Getting a steady 31 frames up the top left here. I've got one of the plugins does that for me. I do another one of those silly flyby things again, or orbits. There we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. This one takes you up high. Hope I'm not crashing the plane while I'm doing this. Oh, my speed is... Yeah, I was going up a bit higher. I was dropping out of the sky. Wow, climbing actually. Again, I had my feet resting on the pedals, but they weren't centered, so I've been... 8,000 feet's a little high, really, isn't it, for VFR flying? Where are we flying over there? Whatever place it is, I got a big triangular field over there. Look at that. Ugh, sorry, everybody. It's a bit late in the evening to be flying, really. And a big Thanksgiving dinner was eaten tonight. Leading any American to go, what the hell? But hey, up in Canada it's Thanksgiving weekend, so we had a big Thanksgiving dinner today. Oh, we've got to be getting closer. Oh my god, I'm going way off course here. Okay. I really want to be heading down here to San Francisco. Anywhere closer I can go land. Oh, what's this? KSTS. Well, I could go land there, couldn't I? Cut the landing short and maybe do part 2 tomorrow night. Yeah. And what's the ILS? 109.3. Okay. Down we go. I'm going to bring my speed down a bit and start dropping down. What was that? 109.3. And now I've got to try and do radios without crashing the plane. Okay. This has got some weird 0.3. Okay, and nope. Let's try over here. We're getting close to that triangular field. This is suddenly where I wish I had a GPS in here. Oh, me for buying a silly old plane. Right, so where are we going? Okay, well into the glide slope there kind of thing. I don't really want to... It's got to be over here somewhere. Just going to keep scrubbing height if I can. Okay, 5,000. We're getting lower. Just gets me the desert look and then such greenness in between all the brown. Such a contrast. Okay, let's have a look at my local map. 109.3. We're at 4,000 feet and dropping like a stone. We probably don't need to drop that fast. Okay, while I remember it, because I never remember to do this later, I'll put my landing lights on. And that might seem a bit ridiculous. Okay, let's do camera 7, 8. Camera 8? No, camera 6. Okay. Somewhere, I think that's an airport up there. Let's have a look again. See, I'm cheating totally here. Oh, still not there. So what's KSTS? Charles M. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I've gone way too low here. Is he surfing the web while doing that? Don't do that, people. Okay. Let's see if I can't pick up a glide slope. Or anything, really. I'm just guessing. Carb I suspected. Oh shit. What do? I have to put poo. What do? Where's me height? Come on, let's just put the throttle up for a minute. That'll actually help. Oh, there we go. Is that the wrong way? Yes. Now I can just get this thing down. I have no idea where my settings for carbs. Jeez, Brian, you should learn how to fly. Learn the settings on a plane where you fly it. Okay. I don't know what any of these do. No. Yeah, that was not good. But I seem to have survived. The error has gone away. I wasn't reading my dials. Maybe I could have figured that out. My speed's still pretty high. Let's drop the throttle even more again. Okay. I'm at 1,000 foot. I really don't... Okay, I'm gonna give myself a bit of... Whoa, carb I suspected. Yeah, I suspect it too, but I don't know. I don't know what my switch or my setting is for carb ice. But let's just hope the engine doesn't stall. And get my gear down. Quite magic on this thing, the way they unfold. Okay, it's a bit further than Okay, we're losing a lot of speed there. Okay. We need to come over to the right a bit, according to our dial over here. Well, that's good. That just warmed the engine up anyway, putting the throttle up. Saying I'm high. I don't believe that for a second. I'm just going to ignore the information on the glide slope there and just do a visual. I bet I can get this down. Maybe. Anyone taking bets? Okay. Outer marker was that? Just guessing. I don't know what that means. Carb suspected. Good for you. And down we come. Actually, that was a pretty damn good landing. Again, this is the whole rudder. Ah, jeez. Thank you for flying Laminar Flow Gaming Air. Right, I got you down in one bit. There we go. And now in the middle of the runway. And again, I have no scenery, and so I have no desire to go and find parking. Because really, it's not an airport. But anyway, hope you enjoyed flying with me, seeing some of the California scenery. I'm going to do part 2 tomorrow, because that was an awful lot further down towards San Francisco than I imagined. Probably be on roughly the same time tomorrow if anybody wants to watch. Bye for now.